I had a meeting earlier today, and it seemed that several attendees had these two obstacles that kept coming up over and over and over again, specifically around raising money from investors and finding off-market deals. So here are my 4 tips that came out of that meeting. Number 1, build your network. I'm sure you've heard that famous quote, your network is your net worth. And this is where it all begins, right? Many of the wealthiest people in the world spend time forging relationships and networks with other people. This is the very first phase that leads to building business partnerships, right? The very first thing. And especially in the world of real estate investing, this part is one of the most important, most crucial part of building success. I've spent quite a bit of time cultivating relationships, getting to know people and positioning myself as a person that can help others achieve their goals in the multifamily space as a thought leader. I provide information on my network with a weekly podcast, a YouTube channel, daily videos, live events, all centered around multifamily real estate. And that's what I'm looking to do, is help others get into it. So where do you start? Well, you can start by speaking to your immediate sphere of influence and beginning to associate yourself as a multifamily person. From there, you're going to grow outside that group. It'll take a lot of time and consistency to get people to know you in your sphere, but the key is to meet and talk with as many people as you can in your immediate sphere of influence. So if your Aunt Mary associates you with multifamily real estate, for instance, it may come up as a topic of conversation when your aunt talks to her dentist about her niece that is blowing it up at real estate. Many have raised millions of dollars doing this. Okay. Number 2, show interest and watch your language. When you're meeting with a potential investor, take the time to get to know them, to understand what is important to them, and discover their why. You can ask them, what's driving your decision to invest in real estate? You'll be surprised that it's not always about money. Sometimes it's to build generational wealth, or maybe they want to get away from getting nailed on taxes. Whatever the reason, take the time to understand them and understand their needs. When you're speaking to investors, be aware of the words you're using too. Avoid using words that'll get them to saying something negative or put them in a negative state of mind. We inadvertently use negative statements all the time as humans, as people. What if a deal doesn't work out? What if I can't raise money? These are all negative reinforcements that really hold us back. And the same thing happens to others as well, if you get them thinking negatively. So instead, we need to ask better questions to assume that we're going to be successful. Like, how do people find great deals and build success raising capital? Follow people's examples of the people that built success around asking the right questions. It's probably the best way to do this. Number 3, look for opportunities. To succeed in a hot market, you must be creative to find deals. This means not just looking at what the brokers are giving you, but you have to get creative and look at what's around that area. So if there are other deals that are for sale in that area, in the immediate area where there's another nice deal that you want, maybe someone else may want to unload their property to you. Number 4, partner with others. Back when I was buying single family and small multifamily deals, I was investing on my own. My business was stagnant for many years. It wasn't until I partnered with others and that our skill sets were amplified. I had someone I can lean on when we complemented each other's aspects, especially when it comes to our strengths and weaknesses. So whether it be analysis or just bringing a balance sheet to the table, we're able to count on each other, right? But finding a partner takes time. You really need to know yourself before you work with someone else if you want to continue building a business. If you're like a high action individual with aspirations to build massive wealth, you may not want to partner with someone who is doing one deal a year, or vice versa. You need someone, and you need to know what you are good at. You want to find partners that complement the elements that are important to you or things that you're not good at. And they have to have the same ethics and the same goals as you do. And what you do is you build a team around those answers to your questions, and your business will do very well. Anyway, so to wrap it up, to raise money and find deals, you got to do 4 things. Number 1, build your network and establish yourself as a real estate expert. In your immediate circle of influence. This is done by talking to people about what you want to do in real estate and staying consistent with your message. Number 2, ask questions and show genuine interest in the people that you're speaking with. Pay attention to what you say and how you say it. Number 3, make opportunities where there are none. Knock on doors, get to know potential sellers, and target markets with activity. And number 4, partner with people that has strengths and complements yours, and they can join forces and focus on a goal. So what do you guys think? Do you have any other tips? Let me know. Leave them in the comments. And again, if this video adds any value to your life, please go ahead and share it. Thank you very much, guys. Talk to you soon.